Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Metaverse. Hello, how are you? I'm sure you're sick of hearing my voice because I've done like 20 intros this week. But
Today your voice sounded very sensual. I think the fans liked
maybe.
it.
Oh, you think so? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
today you were very
What?
sensual.
I'm also kind of sick of hearing my own voice because, you know, I have to edit some of these videos, so I'm listening to myself speak consistently. So yeah, most of them because you took like three or four of them, right?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
so most of them. I wouldn't take credit. I yeah, I'm just kind of tired of hearing everyone's voices actually in general. I feel like I hear you fuckers every day now. So annoying. But
Wow.
hey
Thank you,
guys,
senpai.
welcome to episode 19 of Let's Go Around. Right? Welcome back. Last time you saw us, we were giving out some hot takes, some crazy fucking like just I don't know what the word is I should use. I don't want to sound offensive, but
Balls to the walls. Hot take.
Disagreements, I would say.
disagreements, yes. We had plenty of disagreements. Editing that video was one of the greatest times of my life. I think that's one of the better videos I've edited. I loved it because I think that was one of the few videos that I actually sat through in its entirety to really. Well, I wanted to make sure that I cut a lot of the fat, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't leave any spicy stuff in there. So, but I am joined, of course, by my co-host that I have introduced plenty of times.
Oh,
You
God.
guys know. But of course, me. Hi, I'm AJ. In case you don't know by now, the head of the table, apparently. And
Apparently, like
I'm
the
joined.
name all the time himself.
Bugz gave me the name first of
But
all.
you use it though, so don't make like apparently that's what they call me.
I use it
I
to get you guys mad.
I used it in one intro, and now this.
just ran with it. Give him an intro.
You got it.
He takes
That's
a
what you
mile.
gotta do. You gotta run with it, bro. You ran with Salty Win.
I did.
Right?
I actually like it.
Yeah, you ran with Salty Win, and we're running with Xerox. So like I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves here, man. You gotta run with it sometimes. Speaking of Xerox, what's up, man? How you doing?
You know, there's only so little more I can take of that where I just like snap and kill everyone.
Oh, God.
And Salty Win, what's
Zero's
up, man?
origin story. Origin story.
Yeah. This is how I end up in the chicken link right here.
We haven't come up with anything for Bugs. He's just consistently been Bugs.
Yeah.
100%.
Everyone likes
Mr.
bugs.
Nice Guy.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy, what's up, man?
Yeah, not that one.
Well, actually, no, we
nice?
can't say he's the nice guy because then people are gonna like try and find shit to dig up on him and cancel him because I've noticed that trend lately.
They won't find anything. This is Bugs.
It's just bugs.
No.
I mean,
if I left that Phasmophobia
he did take
video
on
the
that
way it
female
was-
wrestler for like what, 2 weeks. Remember that?
You don't
So-
gotta bring that up.
Listen,
Like, what did they put in the video? What did they edit out? What did you do saying behind closed doors? You can't do
Bugs
that,
is
man.
like
we
talking about our
established that was
moms
main
and
event Jey Uso here.
shit. The right hand man.
The right hand man.
The right hand man. How's everybody doing? You guys had a good week?
Eh.
I've been working nonstop since last Saturday, so
I know. I've noticed.
I
You've
maybe
really
only got
been-
like 2 hours of sleep for like the past 2 days because they've been doing construction nonstop in front of my apartment.
Be the worst.
Mind you, they started this at 1:13 in the morning.
that's about to be me in a few. I'm about to be hitting the train every single day in my life.
See what? Okay, here's the thing with the train. I feel like that can be canceled out with like some noise canceling headphones. But the shit that they use, there was like that giant ass buzzsaw that like cuts into the concrete and like the sidewalk.
Mhm.
Oh my god, man! Not even my fucking AirPods can like cancel that shit out. Even with the music on like the highest level possible, I cannot go back to sleep because of how loud that shit was.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very much contemplating of like going on top of a roof and throwing eggs at them to see if it would discourage them from working anymore.
That's a waste of money, though. My God.
It's a waste of money, but
And not to mention murder of a unhatched baby chick.
In all fairness, those were already dead. There was no sperm that entered that egg, so nothing was going to come from it.
We did a lot this week,
Yes.
right?
We did.
We did a lot this week. I
much
feel like I
news.
was at my computer screen all week. Yeah, we covered what, like 8 showcases this fucking week.
Yeah,
Eight
guys
showcases, like 16 news reports.
Yep.
We finally did a gameplay video with all of
We
us.
finally did a gameplay video, yeah.
We went fucking ghost hunting.
Phasmophobia. Yep, ghost hunters. That's what we are.
I took them on a trip to a haunted house.
I thought you were going to say you took them to Pound Town. I was going to be
No,
like,
and I gave them no details on what to do either.
No, you let us die.
I didn't let you die.
I mean, you just ran away.
So hang on, this man brought you into a haunted house, and then
So
just said,
no.
All right, later.
First of all, they want to be screaming this ghost's name for like the past 25 minutes, and she was getting pissed.
You told us to scream it. You were
I
like,
said-
use this device and then say the name. Try and talk to them.
No, I said ask questions.
He told me not to say the name. I said the name and he yelled at me.
You know, Bugz seems like the type of guy who's going to bring people to a haunted house and use them as like a sacrificial sacrifice
You
right
said
there for a
that. Didn't
ritual.
you say we were sacrifices in the first
At
house?
the end when we both died.
Yeah.
When y'all both died, yeah. I mean, that was my ticket to get out.
He got out both
Same thing in
times, but
prison,
you'll see
yeah.
the second time in the next video.
So he was caught in the first ritual and was like, "Yo, you can kill me. I could bring you 2
No,
other people.
so
Fresh
apparently-
meat right here.
My thing was
What would you like?"
My thing was that the ghost only went for them. Judging, they were both female characters, so I don't know what this ghost had against females or what.
Well, in all fairness, they're going after virgins, so that's how come. They always go after the female virgins, the ghosts.
I know a lot about ghosts.
I like to study them.
This pussy gets fucked. This pussy gets pounded, boy. No.
No.
So right before he went to that site, he was like, "All right, boys, time for Pound Town. I don't want to get no ghosts up in me."
Oh my God. Bro.
Christ.
Oh, I'm dead.
Well, if you guys want to check out that video has been uploaded.
That was really good.
Where Bugz
That-
sacrifices us. Bugz just completely ignores us, our cries for help, and lets us die. Yeah,
What
go
is-
watch
Yeah,
that.
because he gets away. That's what happened.
What-
He
what-
used you to leave.
So no, so wait, time out. I don't want to say too much because I want them to watch the video. But the first time I couldn't help it if StarWind died.
Yeah, there was no controlling Starwind. He went on his own in the house by himself, and he out here trying to blame Bugz.
No, because Bugz kept saying that you have to be alone. That the ghost shows itself when you're alone, and y'all was being mad, scared, mad pussy. So I was like, "Bet I'm gonna walk out the back door of this house, walk all the way around, stay super quiet, and then come through the front door. And I locked both the doors so y'all couldn't leave. And then the ghost appeared, and I was like, damn, bro. Damn.
The ghost appeared when we left.
So you're saying that Bugz baited you, basically.
Yeah,
This man AJ had a whole front seat to
I
everything.
activated his trap card.
Yeah, I watched
Shit
the
was
entire
cracky.
death.
I don't think
I
you
was
activated. I
helping-
think Bugz activated that shit.
It was amazing.
Did he bait you by
It was a
going,
lot of
"Hey
fun.
guys, don't say that name because it's very spooky, especially if you do it by yourself. You don't want to do that
Oh,
because then you
what?
have balls."
The name was Dorothy Jackson.
Dorothy
Dorothy
Jackson. He
Jackson?
had me saying Jenkins.
No, he said Dorothy
Jenkins.
Jenkins. I was like, no, it's not Jenkins, it's Jackson. And he said, oh, Dorothy Jackson. I'm like, don't say her fucking name.
I don't know. I think I have to rewatch this video because maybe I'm
If he was saying the wrong name,
but I'm
why would
pretty
you
sure
correct
killed
him?
us.
Hang on. If he was not supposed to be saying that name, why would you correct him if he was saying the wrong name?
You see, right?
You're right.
Because I think it's worse to get the name wrong than to say it at all.
No, I feel like if you're saying it wrong, you're not deliberately calling for that spirit. They're probably like, "Oh, they want Jesse
Listen,
Jenkins, not Jesse Jackson."
that spirit is the only spirit in that house. The
Yeah,
least we
and
can
then
do is
he's
get her name
questioning
right.
like what type of, then you're questioning like, "Oh shit, they're calling for another spirit even though I'm the only one here. I'm not going to fucking touch him because they're calling for someone else."
You wouldn't get mad if somebody else is calling for somebody else and you're the only one in that house.
Facts.
No,
You're
I'm not-
famous for
look, if
haunting
someone-
this
listen,
house
if I'm
and you're
on a
looking for someone
listen,
else.
If I'm on a subway train and someone's like
My
calling out
haunted
my
house.
name, if I'm, I don't
Don't you
care.
dare
Listen,
call
if-
that man.
Listen, this is what happens. I'm on a subway train, someone's calling my name, I'm the only one there. I'm not going to be like, "Oh shit, they're trying to reach me." I'm going to correct them. I'm just going to sit there and, not do anything, do my thing.
And they gonna come and smack you and be like, "Why didn't you answer me?"
Well, I would like to see them try.
Like the ghost slapped Starwind.
He really did.
Yeah,
He
slapped
really
Starwind
did,
pretty
though.
damn hard.
He really did.
She was like, the shit ain't Jenkins, you fucking fuck.
And then the worst part was that I was dead thinking that I could still communicate with y'all, and I'm over here talking to myself for maybe like 5 minutes, and then I hear Bugz like, "Oh, we can't hear him," and I was like, "Damn, bro, I'm over here wasting my breath for
But
nothing."
you can like throw shit at us though.
Yeah, once he said I could throw stuff, I started grabbing everything. I was like,
He threw
"Fuck
the
you
salt
guys."
at us. He took the salt from the truck and threw it.
I did.
Oh man.
Uh,
But besides the Phasmophobia video, like I said, we had like 8 showcases this fucking week. And I'm assuming because
What would
it's
you
kind
say
of
is
like
your hypest showcase?
oh,
Horizon, 100%.
Really? You don't give it to Sonic?
No.
You,
Not at all.
you don't give it to Sonic?
I wasn't even with them. Listen, I wasn't even with them, and I saw that, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is this nonsense?"
That racist Sonic.
I just love the fact that they kept on. I just love the fact that they kept on bringing up Sonic and everything, like the Olympic, Tokyo Games 2020. It's like, you know who you could play as now? Sonic. It's not even really Sonic. It's just some guy in a Sonic costume, which I find so
Actually,
goddamn weird.
I take it back. It was definitely the DVD one. I forgot that was this week.
That's what I was gonna say. You didn't like the DVD?
That was definitely. I forgot. I feels like that was last week, bro. I'm not even lying. This week was
Yeah,
so
I'm not
long.
gonna lie. It does seem like it was a pretty long time ago.
That
But
was
yeah,
Tuesday,
that was
right.
That was Tuesday.
That was
yeah,
Tuesday,
that was
yeah.
literally
God.
like 4 days
I'm
ago.
on Friday.
And speaking of which,
What? Saturday.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that was Wednesday, wasn't it?
listen, I've been working too much. I'm sorry.
Tuesday.
What was on Wednesday?
It was Tuesday. I thought it was on Wednesday. No, Wednesday was
Sonic
Horizon.
was Wednesday.
No, Sonic
Yeah,
was Thursday.
Sonic Horizon.
Sonic was
oh yeah,
Thursday,
Sonic.
and
Sonic
Thursday.
Horizon, Dragon Quest, Dying Light, and fucking one more was on Thursday. I forget what the last one was. And then Friday was Far Cry 6. We didn't do one for that one. And then
Who cares about Far Cry 6?
Tuesday was DVD. So yeah, DVD was definitely the best one this week. It was 100%.
Yeah,
And not to spoil what happened, but you should go check that reaction video and see which one of the Metaverse members was correct about who is going to be coming to the game.
half correct.
Yes. Half correct.
I stand corrected
Half
as just
correct.
correct.
Half correct.
I'm going to give myself a check. Okay, I'm going to say that.
You got the killer wrong though.
50% is
Correct.
half.
Yeah.
I got one of them right, but I did get. Okay, here's the thing: I got one hero right. The other hero I said was.
So you were
coming.
33% correct.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
right because he said Claire.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you're right.
You were
So you're
33%.
33% as Bugz said.
I said we were going to get two
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
heroes.
do some
I wanted
Scott
to-
Steiner
I
math.
said
Hold
two
on.
agree.
heroes, and
wrong.
we got two heroes.
Yeah, we all said 2 heroes though.
F.
I was the one who originally said it first. You guys just copied my answer sheet.
no, I said it was going to be
No,
Leon and Jill.
technically,
Stu,
I
and
called,
you went,
if you
"Ooh, I
want
like
to
that
call
answer."
this, then
I'm
I
pretty
called
You
this from the
went two
beginning.
as well. You're the guy on The Price is Right who goes $1 fucking higher, so he wins the showcase right there.
But
Fuck
he
you.
still wins. He still wins, bro.
And that's a bitch ass move. I'm going to say that.
No, y'all went with Claire and Leon. I was thinking Jill.
Okay, so you got Jill, I got Leon, but the monster, I think
I
we do have
got
to give to
Leon also
AJ.
though. I got the heroes wrong. I got the killer wrong.
It doesn't fucking matter who got it.
it
It really
does
doesn't
matter.
matter.
It
doesn't
does.
matter. This isn't a fucking
I want
big,
to argue
big
about
contest.
this.
This isn't anything. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, this is an imaginary trophy that we're trying to give out.
Actually, I
Like,
made a trophy
this
just
shit
for this
don't matter.
occasion, so I'm going to hold on to it still since I was correct.
This shit don't fucking matter.
I have the
Right, you
trophy
were
in my
wrong.
hands. I'm
you
looking
were
at it.
wrong. 50% is not.
It was less than
It's not a
50%.
check mark.
was-
33%. That's me going up to my professor and be like, nah, man, I got a 50%. No, he gonna fail
With
me.
my trophy,
I
yeah.
ain't
No, you know what's
getting
going to
this
happen? He's
fucking
going to
credit.
respect you more and actually give you the
No.
passing grade.
I'm gonna
No.
slap you. Like, get the fuck out of my classroom.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, actually, the next time you retake this course, make sure I'm not the professor.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
you in
how.
this
That's what
class.
happens. You show dominance. Listen, you either show your dick to him and be like, "Yo, suck it," or you have him fail you. Which one do you do?
Bet, so I'm expelled and I failed.
Oh my
cool.
god.
No, you don't get
Good to know.
expelled.
What happened?
Good
Where
to
did
know.
this
I can't return.
conversation just go?
Good to know. I'm never gonna be at this school again.
I was super excited for Dragon Quest. Just chiming in here, I'm gonna cut this shit. I'm super excited for Dragon Quest. I want Dragon Quest 12 and the remake. Go watch that video.
Yeah, get the
I
Dragon
never
Quest
knew
erasers.
you were actually a Dragon Quest fan.
Oh yeah,
What? He talks about it all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
fucking
I'm honestly not gonna lie. I never have like a single recollection of that one.
well,
We actually brought it up, I think, in the beginning of this whole charade we've done.
yeah.
He did that all by himself. I'm so proud of him. Look at him.
Yeah.
And he did all the thumbnails. Let's get a nice little round of applause for the thumbnails. That
It was
Yeah,
actually really
so
weird
different.
having no one to bounce
Talk to?
like on the
Yeah.
I have to figure out how other YouTubers do it because I was just like, damn, bro, this is
It's
kinda
hard.
hard.
It's
So
so
hard.
hard.
It's
Yeah,
so hard,
like
dude.
you have to be so exaggerated. Like, you have to like
Yeah, and that's why I feel with the streaming. I'm like, I can't talk to myself like that. Like, it'd be hard.
And it's different. It's different, like kind of different with streaming, because you do kind of have like people to talk to. You
Yeah.
know,
chat.
like when you're recording, it's just kind of you, and you just like it's like StarWind said. You have to condition yourself to talk about everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything that pops up, you have to mention it. In the Dying Light one, I was just like, they're talking. I'm just like, oh no, damn, he said this. Oh, he said that. Oh damn, this is in the game. Oh shit, bro.
Yeah, it's really awkward sometimes. Cause then like you have to like rack your brain to be like, what's something funny that I could say here that people are gonna keep wanting to watch? Say something funny.
And then like in the back of your mind, it's like, nah, I'm gonna edit that out. Fuck it.
Yo,
Shit.
I did that so many times. I was like, yo, I'm stupid. Who says that? No one says this in real life. Cut that.
Or when you have like the
It's
perfect line delivery and you flub it, and you're like, "Ah, shit, I'm an idiot."
Bro.
It's
Like,
like you
yeah,
have
when you got that
one step
fucking
in your whole
joke.
mind, and you just wait for the perfect moment. Your moment to shine, and you fuck up.
Like it really made me appreciate streamers and content creators. 'Cause I was like, damn, bro, this is not as easy as people make it seem.
No, man,
Yeah,
it's
man.
not
Really
easy at
not.
all.
Mhm.
Like streaming, like I said, it's hard too. Like in its own right, even when you're starting out and then you only got like one person in there, it's scary because like I have to entertain this like one person, like these
And then
two
you gotta try
people,
and
these
keep
three
them in.
people.
Yeah, imagine when
Yeah.
you have more.
It's easier when you have more because there's so many people talking to you at once. You just like, I'll pick 3 comments out of the 100 that just showed up. You know, people are already gonna watch you regardless. But it is hard being a content creator, man.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. We've seen the trials and tribulations of it in the last 5 months. My God. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
we started in January.
And now we're kind of starting to pick up a little bit. Because we made that big like transfer. Because honestly, like if you look at, I think we are about to match the amount of content we've put out in the last 5 months in a week.
Yeah.
It's really crazy when you think about it like that. But yeah. What else did we watch? It was Horizon, right? Horizon looks amazing.
It really
My
does.
God,
Completely different game. Oh my god.
bro, it looked good on the stream. I watched it in 4K on YouTube. Oh my fucking God, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I
Jesus
I haven't
Really
seen it in
can't fucking
4K. I gotta check it out.
No, man, in 4K it's a whole nother ball game. Like the game is just beautiful. And I didn't realize, I guess it's running at 30 frames per second, the video or whatever, the game at that time. And people were complaining about that, but I'm just like,
It still looks
Well,
great. to us.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like push up towards like 60.
it'll be
frames right
60
there.
FPS, yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's pre-build. You know, like it's not
Well,
even ready
that's the thing.
yet.
I mean, you're gonna have people who look at the shit and just constantly like
Mm-hmm.
nitpick. I mean, remember we had Spider-Man and everyone was complaining about the puddles. Remember that?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
The
I do
fucking
remember that.
So this
nonsense.
is gonna be puddle gate right here. This is gonna be 30 frame gate.
It's anything with Sony, right? Anything with Sony gets fucking.
I just think it's anything in
Shit
general. You
blasted.
know, there's like someone who's at his computer who's just miserable as hell, wanting to point out something and be like, "That's not right. That's completely wrong."
I saw a comment on Twitter that it was like, if your game isn't 30 FPS, why even make the game? I was like, what?
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
So I'm guessing that
I
man's
didn't-
never made a game then because he can't get it past 30 frames.
It's crazy how 60 FPS versus 30 FPS is the new like PC versus console, right? Like that's like
It really
the new
is.
thing. Because we've finally, I feel like, come to harmony with our consoles and PC and everything. We've hit a point now where everyone has everything, and everyone's enjoying everything. Now it's definitely the 30 FPS, 60 FPS bullshit.
And 4K.
Oh, and 4K versus 1080. Because God forbid your game runs at 1440. It's not true 4K. My God.
I also saw a comment that someone was like, "Oh, it's 2021. No game should be under 1080p." And I was like, "Damn, bro, like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's really not that serious." Most people don't even like. They can't tell the difference. They really can't.
No,
They can't.
they really cannot. They really,
It's just
really
them
fucking
knowing, so they can feel like in the
Yeah,
moment right there. It's like, I noticed this wrong. I'm a
It's also
god.
crazy because like 80 to maybe even 90 to 95% of the things on the Switch isn't even above 30 FPS.
No.
No, not honestly. The Switch struggles sometimes with depending on like certain games.
To even
and
hit
stuff.
30
Yeah.
FPS. So and people love Nintendo games in the last like 5 years. There's no way you can tell me 30 FPS makes or breaks a game. It's not.
It's just
just wanna
people who
see
are
my
very
work.
like elitists that feel like
Yeah.
they know everything, they've played everything, and a game has to be like this certain type of aspect. Shit, it's like no, it could be any frame, and graphics don't really have to be the biggest thing as long as it's enjoyable and there's a good story behind it. Then that's all that matters.
You know, it's crazy. Growing up, I never realized anything. Like playing games back then, I just played games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There was
didn't
never
care.
an
You
issue
just
back
saw
then.
something you liked and played it. Like I'm
Like-
not gonna lie, I played Bugzy 3D's like demo 100 times because I thought it was fun. Like I swear to God, like the PlayStation monthly disc would come out, and there was one that we kept because they had Bubsy on there, and I just played it like crazy.
Did you have no other games?
Well, here's the thing: the PlayStation was more like my dad's console. The only game
So he was
that
like,
I
"You
really
can't play
played on
nothing
there.
but this bullshit. You ain't gonna
No,
sit down
like
my
we had
actual
Crash
game."
Bandicoot and Spyro, but for some reason I like to play Bubsy 3D, and I would play like the first level constantly trying to beat it, and then eventually I grew up and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me as a child? Like my parents should have like committed me or something, be like, there's something wrong with this kid. He's playing this fucking demo way too much.
When you gonna grow up and stop playing Breath of the Wild?
Never. I'll still stay as a child for that one.
Why did he come for you on that one so hard?
Because the man doesn't appreciate good gaming, that's why. That's why he has to go after Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
So
my
easy.
God.
Yeah. I saw it a mile away. I was waiting for you to finish your sentence.
He came out of left field with that one. That was so.
The shit was ready in the chamber, bro. Once I heard
Bro,
Bugz
Breath of
like
the Wild wasn't even in my mind.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh,
Bro. And we know Breath of the Wild 2 ain't gonna run at 30 frames per second.
Oh god, no. That's not going to be running at 30 frames. If it does, that'll be amazing. Maybe with the new Switch
man.
Pro, that might be,
Oh,
leaked or revealed at E3.
oh my god.
is anyone here buying a Switch Pro?
No.
By show of hands.
If
No,
it
okay.
comes out, I'll probably buy it because I think I need to upgrade. My Switch has been making some noises. Also, it doesn't help the fact that I dropped it like once and that like little vent guard at the top broke.
Bugz, are you getting a Switch Pro?
Nah, my Switch is perfectly fine here.
I'm trying
So,
to get a
okay.
PS5. He ain't need no Switch Pro.
Yeah, we're focused on getting a PS5 first, if anything.
Well, it doesn't help that
Um,
Starwind like just sees like a link saying, "Oh, here it is," and doesn't look at the pricing.
I'm sorry that I try and
Man
help,
was
bro.
going to try and make you buy a
I try and
PS5
help.
from Japan.
Honestly,
That was like $1,000.
If Bugz asked me, I would have paid for it, and he could have paid me back when he had the money. I would have done that for him, right? I'm just saying.
Bugs,
I
would you have
do that.
accepted that, even though it means you still have to pay
Have to pay him back
$1,000?
$1,000.
I mean, I would have. Yeah, I would have.
Oh,
Oh shit!
that.
Really?
Yeah, I would have payment plans. That's what.
this
Yeah.
is why he's Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, I have no
damn.
problem doing that. That's
Yeah,
just what
but-
I try and help.
But I wouldn't want him to spend that much, knowing that the console is supposed to be like 500, 600 only. 500.
Yeah,
You have to surprise him with it.
Yeah, you have to show up at his door with the bill.
Here's the fucking PS5, and I added 25% interest.
receipt on this shit. You have till Monday.
Also, I took the controller. That's going to be an extra 50 right there.
Oh man. But okay, here's the question for Starwind then, because it seems like Zero's sold, Bugz is not sold, but Starwind, I know sometimes he can lean a certain way. So, what would sell you on a Switch Pro?
Maybe if I could only play Metroid Prime 4 on it, or like SMT 5. Like there has to be specific games,
Exclusive games.
Yeah, and then even
so you
then,
want to
I'm
go
gonna
the
be
route
very
of the new
upset.
3DS.
So that's honestly what this new Switch seems like it's gonna be, and I'm kind of scared that there are gonna be exclusive games to it. So like Metroid, SMT5, the two new Fire Emblems, if they're all Switch Pro exclusive or whatever the hell this new Switch is gonna be called, I'm gonna be very upset because those are games that I want to buy. So
Here's the thing.
Granted-
I don't think it's going to be like, you know, I feel like it's not going to be like those exclusive games. Like they did do that for the new 3DS, but if you look at it, there was like only maybe like 3 games for it.
Or
But
No,
it's
not
just,
even like
how
4,
many-
it's like
how
really
many
3, it was
people were
just-
actually upgrading to that 3DS. So like them putting out a much stronger Switch and being able to put out better looking games graphically and mechanically with better frame rates, I feel like it's more incentive for people to put out better games on those consoles. And then now that the Switch has so many third-party games on it, again, it's an incentive for them to make the games look better. Because like even though not a lot of people bought the new 3DS, games like Fire Emblem Warriors ran like shit, like fucking doo-doo butter on the old 3DS, where like it was basically unplayable. So I don't want to
It
buy
couldn't
Fire
even be
Emblem
played
on
on
my
the old
console.
3DS.
No, it could. You could play it on both.
You couldn't actually play it because it said only for new 3DS on there.
No, you could play it. Or was it Hyrule Warriors?
I think you're thinking of Hyrule Warriors.
One
Because
of those
Hyrule
games
Warriors
runs like
was on the
shit.
3DS. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, so I don't want
Because
to buy
that
the
one
new
was
Fire
just
Emblem
for
if
the
it doesn't work.
original.
Either way, I don't want to run into that situation on the Switch.
Well, I feel like with like this new one, I feel like it's mainly for people who just want to like upgrade, and like who haven't bought into the Switch yet. Because
I'm
that's
trying
always what
to
happens with
think-
these consoles. Like we always get like a brand new iteration. We had like a PS4 Slim, then we got the PS4 Pro, and then we got the Xbox Xbox One X, and then the Xbox One S. Like
But there was
those are
never
just
exclusivity. That's
there was
the
no
issue. There's just
exclusivity,
no
yeah. But I feel
exclusivity.
like that's what like the Switch is going to be. I don't think there's going to be exclusivity
But
towards it.
Nintendo has done this before.
They've
So
done it
there's
before, but I
precedent to
feel
think
like
they would do it again.
yeah. But then here's the thing: then they're gonna have to. Well, actually, it would make sense kind of because they would probably put out like a Switch Pro Lite as well. But even then, I feel like that's not really going to be the case because remember we did get like upgraded Switches for like Gen 1 in the red box where it had like
Actually,
more memory and
that's
faster processor.
That's a good example of how Switch makes money. I mean, Nintendo, because a lot of people sold their original Switches to get the other one. So now you have people paying out of pocket $600 because they're buying the Switch twice. Even if you're selling a Switch and you're getting like $150 for it, no matter what, Nintendo still gets that net 600.
Yeah.
So if they were to put out a console that has exclusive games to it, this is now 3 times that they have people buying the Nintendo Switch console. That's $900 per person.
Yeah.
So it would make
Because
sense.
I've done it.
Yeah, it would make sense for them to have exclusive games on that console or games that they're like incentivizing you to buy because it runs 3 times better on this Switch. So even if it's not exclusive to the console, frame rate will be exclusive to the newer one, and that's right there is incentive enough for people to upgrade, and that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that's what it's all going to be about. Like, I don't think they're going to have like the exclusive games for it. I think it's just going to be a better experience. That's what it's going to be. Like the games will
me-
still be running for like both of them, but if you want like a little bit faster load time, or maybe like slightly enhanced graphics, or better processor or more memory, you go for like that Pro right there. And for people like me who've had this like since day one, and who've played it nonstop, both like in docking mode, table mode, handheld mode, it's going to be running out basically really quick, and you're going to hear like the noises it makes. You're going to see it slow down, heat up a bit more, and it's like, all right, I guess it's time to upgrade.
For me, it's like I had the original PS4
Mhm.
at launch, and I had that shit like, and I loved it. And when the Pro came out, I didn't buy the Slim because I didn't feel like I needed the Slim.
Mhm.
The Pro came out, and it was like you could get up to 60 FPS and native 4K and everything like that. And I was sold. Like I was like, I'm gonna take this piece of shit and I'm gonna upgrade it to this. For me, that was a good upgrade, to run games like The Last of Us Remastered and then eventually Horizon and God of War and all that kind of shit. Especially running God of War on the original PS4, where it fucking The fucking PS4 breathes like crazy. But for me with the Switch is I don't think they're gonna release a game that is gonna make me go, I need to play this at 60 frames per second, 4K. Oh my god. It's just not
Assuming
gonna
that it
happen
has
for
those
me.
capabilities.
Yeah.
Assuming that it does, yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's not exclusivity and it's frame rate and resolution, like I'm fucking good. I don't need to play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl in 60 frames 4K. Like that's just not something I want to do.
You don't want to see those blocky ass people walk around all janky
No,
like.
I'm good. Like I'm so good. And you know, again, there's just no reason for it. I don't think there needs to be anything, because even like games like Fire Emblem Three Houses, like that runs perfectly fine.
Yeah,
for me at least. Like it runs well enough. Monster Hunter Rise runs beautifully.
Mhm.
And if Monster Hunter Rise can run beautifully and it's running on the RE engine, then I don't think we need to worry about anything. Honestly. I don't want to play FF7 Remake on my on my Switch. Like I'm fucking good. I have a PS5. Like that's what I got that for. You know?
I feel like people would probably want the that Pro if they can play Persona 5 on there.
Like again though, even like
I even think that you need a Pro to run P5 on a Switch. I feel like P5 can run on the Switch perfectly fine.
yeah.
Oh, it can run on it perfectly. Like if Strikers can be played on there, you can definitely play P5 on there.
P5 is a PS3 game, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no way you're telling me you can't run on the Switch.
But I'm just saying, if you want like people to really buy it, if they like do the whole game exclusivity thing, where it's like you need the new one to play, if they put PS5 on there, not PS5, Persona 5 on there, oh, you're gonna see so many fanboys fucking flock to that shit.
Can we get an
In a
older
heartbeat.
Persona game? Like
I don't know. I think StarWind and I are big Persona fanboys, and we don't. We're not gonna do that.
No, like the fanboys who have not been able to play it and
Facts.
only want it on Switch.
Max, we got Scramble on PS4.
Yeah, I didn't even get Scramble.
I actually got
yeah,
Scramble for the Switch.
Yeah, I didn't want to get the shitty frame rate on that. I feel like that was a game you needed decent frame rate on.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Decent graphics. Oh man, my Switch is sitting there. It's been dead for like 2 weeks on my desk.
Yeah, and motherfucker, you texted me saying, "Hey, let's play some Smash."
Yeah,
never
I
came
wanted
around
to play
towards
Smash,
it. Thank
and
you.
I never fucking got around
thanks,
to it.
dick.
You know what it is? Every time I think about playing Smash, Bugz hits me with a DVD. Honestly, that's
As soon as
what it
you're
is.
reaching for it, he just knows it too. He has the camera set up in your room, watching you reach for the controller. Like, hey,
Yep.
DVD.
Yep.
Dub that Smash.
It's because I wanted to record some Smash footage, but like again, I haven't had the motivation to sit down and do it. And I'm hoping in 2 weeks, right? Because that's when we're apparently gonna get the next DLC fighter.
Oh,
2 weeks.
you read that news then about Famitsu and everything?
No, I didn't read any news. I'm just assuming because it's 3 months. It's been 3 months.
Well,
since
yeah,
we've gotten
3
that.
months, but also, so Sakurai has said a couple of things. He said in his Famitsu column, he's thinking about doing an early retirement. So if that's the case, he's not going to be developing anymore. And his monthly column in Famitsu would be gone.
So the comment in Famitsu was referring to him retiring the Famitsu column because he said
No,
he
he was
didn't have
also
enough
talking
time.
about games as well.
No, he's saying
or
that he
they-
wants more time because he does that column every single week or like month or something. That he doesn't have enough time to play the games and do all the Smash shit because like he also I think runs like a Smash Twitter where he posts pics every single day or some shit
Yeah,
like
he does
that.
that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
he takes
developing-
pictures.
Yeah, so he doesn't have time for himself because he has to write this column, do all this shit for Nintendo. He wants to be able to devote more time to Smash, and I'm pretty sure he said this is his final Smash, so he just doesn't want to do the column anymore because he's getting up there in age, and the pandemic really fucked him over. So it's not about him retiring from games; it's retiring the column.
He'll make another Kirby.
Yeah.
I feel like if he were to like stop anything, I thought maybe he'd like stop the gaming and just do like his Famitsu column because that's like very well received over in the East.
Japan?
Yeah.
I would hope that this is the last Smash.
I would hope so too. Honestly, I feel like we don't need it anymore. And if they are gonna like put out a new Nintendo console, just port Ultimate over. Because
I agree.
honestly, we're never gonna get these characters again. We're not gonna get Sephiroth and Cloud coming back. We're not gonna be getting Snake. We're not gonna be getting Bayonetta, Violet. Like
Oh,
it's
they
really
own
a miracle.
Bayonetta and Violet. Why wouldn't they bring them back?
No, I'm just saying, like, because a lot of people get dropped from the roster.
Those are their characters.
They're their characters, but they still drop their own characters. Remember, they took away Roy, they took away Pichu, they took away Pokemon Trainer. So it's
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like these characters that we've loved and we've grown attached to through like a series of games didn't really have that much of a luxury of coming back. Like it was a miracle that they even came back in Smash 4 as DLC. Now in Ultimate, they're guaranteed confirmed, and then we're getting more newcomers on top of that. It's not going to be like a guaranteed thing for the next one. Like the next one, that roster can be cut drastically. I mean, look what happened with MVCI, because they cut that roster drastically where it wasn't even really a roster. And let alone the characters that they brought in should have been just in the roster to begin with.
But that
I
was
feel like-
legal stuff with Disney. That's two completely different.
Well, it wasn't. Well, not even like the legal stuff with Disney. Like they still had like rights to like certain characters, but it's like, how about you put them in there? Like Venom was like a key point in like the story because they had the symbiote. Why not just keep him in the game as a base character instead of DLC?
Wouldn't this tie back to the legal stuff?
No, I wouldn't tie back to that. It was just they wanted to have DLC, and Capcom, they kind of half-ass some things when it comes to like the fighting
Capcom
games. Like,
doesn't own Venom though.
no, they don't own Venom, but Marvel does.
It doesn't Sony own Venom. That's why they're
Yeah, Sony owns
Yeah,
them.
that's
No,
legal stuff, bro.
Sony only owns movie rights. They don't own video game rights.
So why are
They practically own Venom though, if you think
Yeah.
about it, because
Well, they have they
Marvel
own
won't-
the universe of Spider-Man for movie rights, but they can't do anything else with it. Like they can't make a video game out of it like that. Like they would need to go through Marvel as well. Like they would need to do a joint effort on that. Like the only reason Spider-Man went to PS4 is because they're trying to be very friendly with them so they can keep Spider-Man in the MCU. That's like the
The
only
thing
reason.
is though, is that
Hey, no.
Marvel sees that as owning them, right? Because Sony just owns the movie rights to Spider-Man in its universe, right? Marvel looks at that and is like, you own Spider-Man, because I'm not going to use that, because anytime I use Spider-Man in anything, you going to get a cut of my check.
Yeah, that's free promotion.
Yeah, so basically what Marvel sees, like when Fox owned X-Men was non-existent to Marvel because they felt like they owned them. They didn't want to pay Fox for anything.
They got a bunch of shitty
So-
comic books too.
Oh, because they want to
started
do
doing them
things
all.
with the X-Men
Yeah,
in
they
the
fucked them
MCU.
over hard in the comics.
Same thing with Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Yeah, they fucked Fantastic Four pretty hard too in
Yeah.
the comics.
but they're never going to get rid of like Spider-Man like doing that shit at all. And besides,
But
they
they-
still get like a good profit of return from like Spider-Man
The
comics.
reason why you still
merchandise.
see Spider-Man is because
Spider-Man.
Sony's willing to, collaborate with Marvel and take a cut,
Yeah.
I'm sure Disney gets the bigger cut.
Yeah, but even
Between
then, when
them.
it comes back to like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like other characters like Black Panther and everyone like that was like added DLC where they should have just been part of the base game.
But Marvel Disney
So-
owns Black Panther.
So the issue with that was
Yeah,
that
so
they
why not
were-
put them in the base game instead of making them
They
DLC?
were base game,
Black Panther
and
was base game.
Capcom was going to add more DLC to the game, but Disney cut everything short due to sales, and Disney cut everything short. So technically, MVCI is not even Capcom's fault. That's one. MVCI is completely Disney's fault, and you can watch what happened on it, and they will explain everything. Disney was half-assing
Alright, so I'll have
everything
to
when it
take a
comes to
look on that.
Capcom, and Disney cut a lot of the budget for Capcom to make that game. Capcom wanted to make this game amazing, and Capcom tried to do it the best that they can with this game. So, you have to watch it and see that, like, Disney is the sole reason MVCI failed.
I don't know. Just towards me, Capcom kind of like leaves a bad taste in my mouth because they're not doing anything with Darkstalkers. Street Fighter 5.
But you also have to realize that Darkstalkers is a niche audience.
It
Like,
really
just
is like a
because
niche audience, but even
we
then,
like
like,
Darkstalkers.
Street Fighter out.
weapon.
And on top of that, when they re-released Darkstalkers, it made zero money.
Yeah, but
And
that's
for
because they didn't do
Capcom-
like the right version for it. Like they didn't do the perfect port for it.
But again, as a company, you need to look at that and be like, "There's no demographic for this." You know, like why do you think they're trying to
Yeah.
inch back rival schools into Street Fighter now to see if there's an audience for it? It's the same thing.
I
Sega's
felt
doing
like that
Virtual
would
Fighter.
always be like. I felt like integrating rival schools into Street Fighter would just be making more sense right there.
But it's also for them for a way to figure out if people give a fuck about rival schools.
Yeah.
They also don't want to compete with themselves. Like, why would you put out 2 fighting games on the same consoles? That you're making less money. There's less revenue for you.
And it also didn't help them in the 90s.
Yeah, they put out so many fighting games, and like people were buying like 1 or 2. So that's all the development cost that goes out the window because people aren't buying every single one of your fighting games. There's no sustainable way to have 2 fighting games out from Capcom.
Here's the thing: how it goes though. If that person isn't buying it, then there's another audience to buy another set of fighting games. Like Arc System Works, they have like a huge like net basically. So you have the hardcore fighting game people who will play Guilty Gear. They'll go with that. You have the anime fighters who'll go for Blaze Blue. Those two kind of merge. Then you have Dragon Ball Z. Not much over like the hardcore fighting because the mechanics aren't the greatest.
Okay,
But you have like that Dragon Ball audience that like reaches out towards it. So like
So,
I'm saying,
when
you
you-
have a net that opens up and expands. It's stupid if you release them like right on the same day next to each other. Instead, you release them periodically, like different time frames and everything like that.
But when you look at it financially, most of their games aren't making money. Like Dragon Ball Z is gonna make money. That's their money maker. That's why they keep supporting it because it's
Yeah,
the
Fighters
license.
is getting wild support.
Yeah, but then no one's talking about Grand Blue. Grand Blue's not making that much money. Guilty Gear is kind of coming back. Blaze Blue, I would say, is decent. I know you love Blaze Blue, but it's not making like Street Fighter money, even though you hate Street Fighter.
No,
Street Fighter's
honestly, I
definitely
love
making
Blaze
money.
Blue. I think it's probably the best fighting game around. But in all realistic, like honestly, it's not that moneymaker right there. It's not their
Undertale,
like honestly,
Under Night doesn't
if
make money.
Arc has to say like which is like their best fighting game, like their
Fighters.
best selling, it's going to be Fighters,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be Guilty
And
Gear.
then Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that's how it's really going to go. But the fact that they're still like working on and they're still doing other things with the project, it's nice to see. I mean, you see them branching out and doing other things. I mean, hell, Guilty Gear was even a MOBA at one point.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're good financially. So this is what we're saying. Capcom doesn't want to put out too many games and compete with themselves because at the same time, while they're putting out fighting games, they're putting out like horror games like Resident Evil, and then they have the action games like DMC. So you can't put out
Arc System Works is mainly a fighter.
Yeah, and then most of them use like reused assets. So like a lot of their games feel the same mechanically. You can't pick up Street Fighter and then pick up Resident Evil and be like, they're the same shit. Like they're really not. And then they also
No,
have
I'm
a
not
shit
going
like
to say they're the
Monster
same
Hunter.
shit. It's just their fighting games are like a little niche towards me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're the same thing mechanically, as to where Capcom has more to think about, and they also have a bigger advertising department. And then now they're doing the fucking movies and the fucking the live action series. Like they're doing so much they can't just throw out money and be like, here's more Darkstalkers for no one to buy it. Because they still have to pay the developers and they have to pay for the advertising and then fucking putting the games out. And I'm sure they have to pay Sony and Xbox and everyone else for the license to be on their consoles. There's so much more behind it. You can't just be like, the Capcom don't give a fuck about Darkstalkers. Like, it's about money, bro.
And they do
Yeah, I know,
because if you play Tekken, Darkstalkers gets wild love in
Yeah.
Tekken. And Darkstalkers gets wild love in Street Fighter.
All those costumes. They know that people like the games, but there's no way to financially do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I understand that. But even then, like, hell, throw us a bone or something like that. I mean, Mega Man 11 came out.
Mega Man 11 didn't do that well. And I think that was just because they were trying to shit on Inafune because he was putting out his own games.
He put out Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, they was like, man, these Mega Man games, everyone keeps talking shit about that they want. And then Mega Man didn't really sell like that. So
And
No,
the
Mega
thing
Man
is
11
right
did
now-
sell pretty good.
I don't think the way that they wanted it to sell. I think
Especially
the
like
collection
with their
sold better
budget,
than
I
11.
think. Well, yeah, collections. You honestly collection you don't need to put that much money into. It's basically just like the emulation or a port of it.
Yeah, it's games that are
Those
already
make
made.
money no matter what. I mean, hell, Mass Effect, the new one, that's definitely making bank right there.
Well, that's different. That's like a remaster. I don't think they did anything. Like there was like small quality of life changes.
They
in
just
Mega
like
Man collection.
updated like tweaks. That was about it. And maybe like Mass Effect 1, I think they changed the gameplay to Mass Effect 2.
No, there's like different camera angles in the games. A lot of characters have different models. Like there's a lot more to the Mass Effect games than it just being a straight port. Right, AJ?
What?
The Mass Effect games, like it's more than just a port.
Yeah, it's more. The first one at least is more than just a port.
Yeah, like they
That
put
game
time
is
into it.
completely overhauled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was probably like the one major thing that like is a big difference is Mass Effect 1. Like they did some work and tweaks around there, like
well,
quality
they
of
said
life.
that game needed
Modernization.
modernization. Yeah, that game definitely needed it because it was so old. Like
Also, I'm
so
looking at the
outdated.
numbers for Mega Man 11. Mega Man 11 sold 1.3 million copies, which is the third best-selling entry in the series.
Oh shit! All
I
right.
think that's by the end of 2020.
Yeah, that is actually by the end of 2020.
So I still feel like it's okay for 2 years. You know?
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
That's actually really good, especially since you don't really think there's actually going to be that huge of a demand, especially after what My Number 9 did. Like you would think that'd actually kill off some people right there for it. I mean, hell, there's even talks about like
stupid
Battle Network
promo?
making a comeback
Well, the 20th anniversary I think passed already, so a lot of people are upset.
for
I'm one of
Battle
those
Network.
people. Yeah, I wanted a collection so bad.
No, I
What?
don't think they're gonna. I don't think we're getting a collection. I think they said they want to actually do like a brand new game, and I
From
think
my
that's what they're in talks on
understanding,
doing.
Capcom put out a bunch of merch. Like they put out a bunch of the chips. They put out like art books and shit for the 20th anniversary. But
They
there's
just
no
re-released the art book. I remember that.
No, they put out a new art book besides
They
the
put
old
out a new one.
Yeah.
I haven't even checked that one out because I actually got into a conversation about Battle Network with one of my friends.
So here's some thoughts for perspective of Capcom. Street Fighter 5 by the mid of 2020 sold 4.5 billion copies. Monster Hunter Iceborne sold 7.2 million copies.
I think
Well, how
Rise
much
is
did
at
Rise
7.
do?
And Resident Evil Village has sold 3 million. Whereas Monster Hunter Rise
Is at 7, like 7.3 if I'm not mistaken. Rise is doing big numbers.
Especially it being a Switch exclusive.
7 million, yes.
That says a lot right there.
So Monster Hunter and Resident Evil, I think, are their two biggest sellers. Apparently as of September 2020 in the millions, Resident Evil apparently is number one by Statista.com. I don't know.
Like that's just the franchise in general, right?
Yeah, the franchise in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 105 million units in RE. I'm sure that's gone up to now 108 million.
Yeah.
But I think Monster Hunter might topple that with Rise because Rise didn't come out in September of 2020. Rise came out
like
March.
this year, right?
Yeah, but then we also don't know how many Resident Evil copies they've sold. They just got another RE2 copy off of me. So
you bought RE2 again?
Yeah, I bought it on Steam. Yeah.
Hang
So
on,
I
what
can't
mods are
even
you gonna
say.
be adding onto it?
I don't even know yet. I wasn't even thinking about mods. I was thinking about more speedrunning tactics.
See, if I were
But-
to buy like a Steam version, I'm basically loading that shit up with mods.
Street Fighter is number 3 with 45 million, and then Mega Man is number 4.
I can see that. Mega Man's been out for so many goddamn years.
Yeah.
And then DMC. So
That'll make
that's the
sense.
top 5.
And Devil May Cry is definitely going to be coming up with something later on in 2022.
But if we let's expand the statistic, right?
Okay.
We out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Out of 19 games, Darkstalkers isn't on this list.
Unfortunately.
That's because there's like only 3 games in the whole series.
No, there's more.
No, because Okami is at 3.4.
Jesus. But then again,
3.4
Okami was like
million.
very much like an underappreciated gem, basically.
Lost Planet's at 6.3.
God, that's another franchise that they fucking murdered.
Dino Crisis is at 4.4.
Wow.
Yeah. Ghosts and Goblins at 4.3, and this is before the remake.
How many spin-offs of
Commando
Ghosts
is
and
at
Goblins were
1.2.
there? Because I know there's Ghosts and Goblins, Super Ghosts and Goblins, Maximo,
There's also Ghouls and Ghosts.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Sengoku Basara is on here with 4 million.
What the hell
I
is
love
Goku
those games.
Basara?
Sengoku Basara. It's their Warriors game.
Dragon's Dogma of 5.7. Marvel vs. Capcom is number 7 on the list with 9.9 million.
Not surprised.
And Dead Rising is number 6 on the list with 14 million. Onimusha's on this list. Ace Attorney's on this list. Ace Attorney, obviously. Like, Ace Attorney has its niche audience.
Didn't they just like port like one of the localized games?
Yeah, they localized one and they're gonna add it with the entire collection. So
no, that's gonna be interesting to see.
I'm probably gonna get that.
You know, I've only gotten like one Ace Attorney game, and it's not even like Ace Attorney. It's actually Edgeworth.
You need to play more.
Ace Attorney.
Maybe I'll get it for Switch and start playing that.
Dude,
I just got so many games I'm like on backlog with.
give Capcom them that money.
I wonder what Capcom's gonna announce, man, at E3. I'm so curious what they're gonna announce. I want to see Oro. That's 1. 2, I'm sure they're gonna show off RE-verse again because they want to make sure you remember that game exists.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? They give me a download code. I try to play it, and it's like, yeah, this game server's not up yet. It's like, what the hell?
They pushed it back to August.
Oh god. Maybe that's why that download code is like all the way up until like 2078, because I think around that time that's when it's actually going to go up.
Okay, dramatic.
I am going to be dramatic because I want to play that so fucking bad, and every time I check it, hoping maybe they do it a little early, it's like, nah, man, server's not up yet. Come back later, we'll let you know.
Give it some time. Just give it some time. Let them polish it. Polish that shit up.
You think we're gonna get the next Yakuza sequel at
Oh, definitely. We're definitely going to be getting something from Yakuza.
It's so early though. 7 came out like 2 years ago.
So they don't give a fuck.
I mean, we got Like a Dragon very shortly after.
And Judgment 2 is about to drop. Do they really? Okay, maybe they'll announce.
Well, in all fairness, Judgment
yeah.
Judgment was like in some weird ass limbo because of like they had to redo everything because like the protagonist for that game, like the actor, got into like some very heavy legal problems, and they had to like change everything about it.
It wasn't the main character. It was someone else. It was one of the side characters that he was like into drugs and like cocaine and shit. So they had to like.
I thought it was like the main character because I thought they were changing like the main like protagonist and getting a new actor.
No, it's one of the side characters. They had to change his face model. It's one of the side Yakuza guys that you like fight. He was actually in real life like a actual thug, so they had to
Jesus Christ
his face model and get someone else to redo his lines. The main character's face has never changed. It's been the same dude. It's the same guy as in 2. It's the exact same guy. It's because this other character was in so many cutscenes that they had to like redo a lot of stuff. But that has nothing to do with it because the first one already dropped. Like I've played the first one. I finished the first one. It's the second one that's coming out now. So it would just seem kind of ridiculous for them to be like, oh yeah, Judgment 2, but also Yakuza 8 or 9.
When did they announce Like a Dragon? Do you remember?
They announced it back in 2019.
So for perspective, Lost Judgment's 2021, Like a Dragon's 2020, the remastered collection's 2019, Judgment's 2018. And then Yakuza Kiwami 2 is 2017, and then Yakuza 6 is 2016.
Okay, so I guess we're getting
Yakuza a year. Yeah. 0 was 2015.
0 is what brought the franchise back, man.
Back up, yeah. So ever since 0 came out in 2015, we've had a Yakuza every year.
So that became like the new Far Cry right there.
I mean, the thing is it's not hard to make these games because they
reuse assets.
They're reused assets. The only thing that's really difficult, I assume, is super difficult because I can't even imagine coming up with half the fucking side missions that they have in these games. I feel like that's the hardest part. I could
come up with like a ton of side missions for like a video game with no problem.
Yeah, Yakuza quality. Like,
honestly, I never played a Yakuza game, so I can't say like what the quality of the side quest is. Let's just say I can say this,
bro. By Yakuza.
I haven't played Blaze Blue for like maybe a day because I recently got into a tournament.
Day?
He said a day. I was waiting for like
I was expecting like a month or so.
No, I got into it because I was going into a tournament. That was like the only reason I touched it again. Like honestly, the main game I've been playing is just Apex. Like I finished RE8, and I just been playing Apex with my friends. That's about it.
Well, Yakuza is now a yearly release game. I'm
Man's
surprised
trying
you
to
didn't
sell me on
realize,
it right now.
Starwind.
I buy them every year, and I guess I really just didn't realize. Like,
It's become a habit for you for the last 5 years.
yeah, I really did not realize.
So yeah, I'm assuming they'll be like, here's Lost Judgment, and then here's like a teaser trailer for. Because you remember the Like a Dragon teaser trailer when that dropped? It was like a CG cutscene. It
Yeah,
was a CG trailer. They'll probably do that shit. They'll probably show like Ichiban.
Sega's actually going to be
Trailer
doing
was it?
Yakuza,
I wonder
the
if they'll
live-action movie.
wait till Tokyo Game Show to release Yakuza stuff because the games always drop in Japan first.
That's actually a good point right there.
But wait, no,
I-
Judgment is
No, because Judgment's a
Judgment
worldwide
is-
release.
Yeah. Oh shit,
Bro, they're trying to cater to the West now too because of how
Oh,
well Like a
shit.
Dragon did.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like a Dragon really kicked open the doors for the West.
Like a Dragon brought it Western so
and
hard,
Xbox
bro.
players because that was the first one that was on Xbox.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're talking about that, but we gotta talk about like the real serious shit. What do you think that
Swear
new
to God, it's
Sonic
coming up
game
Sonic.
is?
Swear to God, oh my fucking God.
Oh Jesus fuck.
I had to
Sonic
get you
Breath
guys
of the
on that
Wild.
one.
Sonic Ranger, according to the leaks.
Yeah, according to leaks, it's Sonic Rangers Breath of the Wild edition.
I can't
Someone was
even
telling me
imagine
that's,
how that would play.
Someone was saying it's actually going to be a remake of Sonic Adventure.
No.
Yeah, I've
Mm.
actually saw like someone do like the whole Charlie Day thing from It's Always Sunny, where it's them like pointing out like certain things. Like if you look at Sonic's sneakers, you see it's bending at the tip. The only time it really bend at the tip, and he points to like the cover of like the Sonic Adventure. He's like, "Look, you see that? Sonic's sneaker isn't flat; it's curved, like in this." And we are out in a forest, the mystic ruins. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Just let it go. You're not getting an HD remake of that or a remastered.
You're not
Your friend, or is that you?
No, trust me, I wouldn't be like that. I like Sonic Adventure, but I won't go like the whole in-depth shit. The only time I really went crazy to try and figure out a game was Resident Evil with you guys. And actually I think I went crazy for like one movie, and that was like Cloverfield. I think we were trying to figure out like the mystery behind that website.
But did you see the Sonic Rangers leak?
No, I did not see the Sonic Rangers leak.
Yeah, it's called Sonic Rangers. It's an open world Sonic game, kind of like Breath of the Wild. That's what they said. Do you have the picture, Starwind? That I sent you?
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a shit. I just want to get that Sonic King Ice right there. I just want to get those.
Oh, for
I've
you
been
hip hop
trusted-
fans,
Yeah,
for you hip hop fans out there.
I still can't believe they're fucking doing
Get away
that.
your FUBU jeans with it. Or the Rockaware. The Rockaware.
Your Mark Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Iceberg pants. With your Air Force
Oh,
Ones.
Oh my God, Air Force Ones.
The black Air Force Ones.
Hang on, I'm going to post it in the chat right now, but I just can't wait for this to be seen in jewelry stores.
I'm trying to think what else Sega would even announce besides another Yakuza. And-
Persona stuff.
That's funny. You're right.
I think
Persona
we'll
6?
probably be seeing more like Shin Megami.
Yes, SMT5 will be saying. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MT5 should be coming out this year,
And
but I wouldn't be
Nocturne just
surprised if-
came out.
Yes, it did.
I still have to pick it up. I have to pick it up.
I was tempted to pick it up today, like
I
right
got
after
it.
work.
I love it. Great game, but fuck the RNG in that game. Shit is the worst.
I heard that there's
RNG in
actually a
general.
bonus feature where you can actually get the main protagonist from Demon Survivor or Devil Survivor.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that was in some of the other games.
I'm not sure. All I remember was Dante was in the third game, and I was like, "All right, I'm sold."
Dante is DLC in this game. You have to pay for Dante.
You're fucking kidding me.
No. So if you don't buy the DLC, you get the Devil. It's Devil Survivor, right? No, Devil Summoner. He's from Devil Summoner. Raido's from Devil Summoner. You get him in the game in Dante's place, and you get to add him to your team. And then if you pay for the DLC, you get to add Dante to your team.
Fuck you, Sega.
Such an odd collab.
Yeah, it was really weird
But-
when it first came out on PS2. It was like the most random shit ever.
Yeah, it was random, but it was awesome.
It's
I'm
DMC2 Dante too.
I think at the time they were like trying to promote that because I don't think
Mr.
Diesel
Diesel.
Jeans was doing the best job right there. I would love to see like that interview too. So, what does Dante do in his free time? Oh, he just likes to walk around in Diesel jeans.
That Diesel boy.
Didn't they use him for an ad for cologne or something?
They did as well. Oh
Trying
my
to
god, I
read
still
some
can't believe
stuff
there was like
here.
cross marketing for that shit.
When's the Xbox event that's happening?
I think the 13th.
Yeah,
That's a Bethesda focused.
Yes.
So, actually, E3 starts the 12th. So that's gonna be for E3 then.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's an Xbox that's the Xbox E3 event. That's gonna be happening on the 13th.
ESO6? No, ES6. Elder Scrolls, yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, yes. I believe I think we'll see Starfield before we see that. Yeah.
I could see a story trailer for ES.
Maybe, or another just title card and people will flip their fucking shit.
Oh, they'll show the character, the titular
Yeah.
character.
yeah, because we haven't really gotten like any news on that really.
Yeah, it's just been the one title card and that was it. And then afterwards, Microsoft bought them up, so they've been hush hush.
Yeah, Summer's Game Fest apparently is happening June 10th. I don't
Yeah,
even know what that is.
they're trying to
Jeff
compete
Keighley?
with E3. Yeah,
An ongoing series of events that lasted 4 months. It saw announcements for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Crash 4, and Star Wars Squadrons. Wow, Summer Game Fest. Good job. But it's June 10th. I guess we'll cover it. June 10th. It says you can expect some big reveals here. I guess we'll cover it. I mean, if it announced Crash 4, there has to be one good thing in this, right?
It's also
Oh,
Amazon.
10th at 2.
We're also getting. I think we're getting 2 announcements for Smash characters.
I don't see that at all.
No, I heard like that was like one of the things that he was talking about. That this is officially the last DLC after these last 2 reveals. No more, and I think the final 2 are actually going to be coming out 2021. Like 2021 is the end of all DLC for Smash.
Well, hopefully it is.
Hopefully, because I can't keep buying fucking amiibos anymore. I just can't.
They
So
did that
June
before,
10th.
though, where like they could be like, "Oh, this character's dropping XYZ," and then at the end they show like a trailer for the next character that's coming out. I feel like
Well,
they did that
E3
before.
2019 they did that, yeah.
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 They did Hero and Banjo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hero
honestly,
for
I
the
think
Eastern
I saw
fans
more
and
people
then
freak out for Banjo more than anything.
Well, because Banjo, we live in the West. But I
Yeah.
watched a man cry when Hero was
I
announced.
did.
At
I
Nintendo
cried.
New York, right?
No, I cried. We were together and I cried. I cried like a little schoolgirl. I was so happy.
So June 10th is a Thursday at 2 p.m. It's Summer Games Fest. We'll see what happens there. I guess we'll do a little live reaction. That'll be
Oh,
fun.
wait, June 10th?
Yeah, June 10th.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm actually on vacation.
Oh, bet. So we can watch Summer Game Fest. Ubisoft Forward is June 12th at 3 p.m. I want to cover everything E3. Like, we need to cover literally everything that comes out of E3, and we need to upload everything that comes out of E3. Like, everything needs to be covered. Ubisoft gonna catch my dreams for another Splinter Cell. They're never gonna do it, but
Well, they did do that Wetlands, so you can count that.
Yeah.
Didn't Michael B. Jordan just get casted for a Tom Clancy or some shit?
Yeah.
A Tom Clancy game, yeah, but not Splinter Cell. Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase will be June 13th. That is a Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. And then Square Enix has their thing. We don't know what day, but apparently
Bandai. It's Bandai.
we don't know when the showcase will happen or what these games will be. But let's pray together for Final Fantasy 16 details. That's right. Final Fantasy 16, potential FF7 remake stuff, part 2. Dragon Quest 12. I don't know if they'll talk about anything because we just got that showcase like 2 days ago. Maybe Avengers stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
I think they said
We-
that there was going to be some special going on for Marvel games, like a state of what's going to be produced and what's going to be happening. Because I think there was like some leaked info on like a Guardians of the Galaxy game.
We shall see. We shall see.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
Um,
announced the next entry in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Or that too. Yeah, that could be happening.
Oh,
too,
and
Edgar.
we also are getting a new The World Ends With You.
I didn't know that.
That's right. Yeah, because it's also coming out with the anime. Yeah.
And Nintendo hasn't announced their date yet. I'm assuming it'll be the Saturday or Sunday morning, which is the 12th.
They're doing the direct before E3, and then they're gonna be at E3.
When's their direct?
I don't know the exact date, but I know that there's one before E3, and then they're gonna have the panel at E3. So the speculation right now is that they're gonna announce the Switch console before E3, and then the games for the Switch console at the panel.
Oh, there's no announcement for a direct right now. I don't know where you're getting your information from, sir.
I think I heard something about June 8th about direct.
Are you
for
getting
Nintendo.
your information from your dreams, my friend?
No, from Sakurai Famitsu column.
Let me see.
He spoke to
no,
me
something
in a dream,
popped up.
actually.
I think it was one of the Japan interviews with the CEOs, like a shareholder meeting or something, where they were talking about it.
Maybe for the Switch itself.
Yeah.
The Pro. And then the games will be for E3.
Yeah. That's what
Maybe
I said,
that's
that
what'll
it'll be the direct before E3 for the Switch to let you know what's coming out, and then at E3 they'll announce the games for the previously announced.
It says here at IGN that it's guaranteed to happen sometime between June 12th and June 15th. So, Nintendo usually does it the last day of E3. I've noticed they always wait till all the festivities are done with Sony and Xbox in them, and then they'll do it the morning of the last day to get that last bit of hype. I don't even know what Nintendo's gonna talk about. A Smash character. They're gonna talk about Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild 2 most likely, and anything else they got fucking cooking up. Maybe
Well, they're
some
going to talk
Splatoon
about more amiibos. Like they'll actually make a Faye amiibo, and that actually gives you a sword to use in the game.
3. Oh, more play to win. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This
You
new
said
Zelda
yeah.
one is
You
very
said yeah. You
bullshit.
admitted it.
Yeah, because this one is very bullshit. Like they're doing a fast travel with it.
Yep.
Like
just
I'm not
easy
gonna lie,
mode.
that's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Easy
That
mode.
whole here's the Zelda Loftwing. It looks nice, but holy shit, that's bullshit. That only unlocks fast travel. Like, give me something a little bit better. Come on.
I'm excited to see what Capcom got, and then Square Enix, and then I'm excited to see what Xbox does. Xbox is, I feel like, gonna be the dark horse here.
They're gonna show more Minecraft.
Shit. Well, Minecraft makes money. It should be printing bills. So, yeah, Xbox I feel like is gonna be the big one in that weekend, especially with it's a combined effort between Bethesda and Xbox. We'll see what happens.
All right.
But I think that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. We've just hit the hour and 20-minute mark. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
This will be the only time I agree with StarWind about amiibos being paid to win for this one time.
And you'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
I mean, once you admit it, it's in the air forever.
It's just like the start of admitting something. It's like when you have an alcohol problem. As long as you make the admission, we can move on from there. Like now, this man's gonna be texting me at like 2:00 in the morning, and be like, "Hey, man, remember when you said this? Also, think about this. Remember when they made this game and you needed this certain amiibo to do this?"
I think I'm
Same
gonna
thing.
text you at 2 a.m.
He's going to be doing that. He's actually going to be
also gonna
downstairs
be in
with the
YouTube
construction
history.
crew.
You're not living rent free in my head. I'm sorry.
I have a feeling I'm probably already there at least.
No. So once this podcast ends, I'm like, what? Who that
That's a
man?
lie. He's going to be thinking about that. He's going to be like, "Wow, he actually agreed with me for once." Diary 0 agreed.
Bugz, any closing thoughts?
No. Just,
They would just cut the man off.
I'm ready to play REDD.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
When that comes out, I will actually start playing Dead by Daylight with you guys.
Bugz is
Wow.
he is
Dead by Daylight fiend now.
yeah, he's ham, man. He's going ham.
I'm a junkie now.
You're a DVD junkie. Are you playing right now?
Nah.
Oh, sounds like you are.
I'm listening. I'm jamming out to K-pop right now.
You want to play after this?
You play? I'm down.
Yeah.
When is he down?
Shit.
All right, guys. This was episode 19 of Let's Go Around. Like, discuss some. I don't even remember what did we discuss this episode.
Nothing. There's a podcast about nothing.
Yeah, we literally shot the shit.
Yeah, we just
for-
rambled about shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Don't forget to check out Phasmophobia gameplay that went up. Don't forget to check out some of the news we're going to be producing within the week. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of gaming news. Coming up, man. And
Yeah.
I'm living for it right now. I'm down to see some new trailers. Even if it's a game I'm not going to play or I don't care about, I want to see some trailers. Like, show me
Also,
some
don't
stuff,
forget
let me
to
cover some
tweet.
news.
To Capcom saying Darkstalkers needs a new game.
I don't think we're gonna do that.
We're
but
gonna
if you
do
want to
that.
get a hashtag started, you could do you, man.
Listen, people could do
I-
free Melee. I'll do free Darkstalkers. I don't care.
Oof, the free melee. Oh my god, I feel so long ago, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It was this year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as Bugz would say, what would you say, Bugz? What would you say?
Super kick. Oh shit! I actually kicked something over. Super kick that notification bell.
So that you always know when we're uploading and you always know when news and shit is coming up. We're now trying to balance gameplay videos with new stuff, with podcasts, with reaction videos, and there's gonna be a lot of reaction videos still coming.
Oh yeah.
Lots and lots of reaction videos and like reviews and stuff like that. Because I'm assuming what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our initial reaction to some of the E3 stuff, and then we're gonna collect our thoughts. I'll talk about the collective of what happened. And yes,
Maybe we can rate
That's-
the showcases.
Yeah,
yes,
we can do
that's
that.
what I'm thinking we can do. So it's gonna be fun because the next, like I said, 2 weeks are gonna be filled with shit, filled with news, rumors, and leaks. It's exciting. This is always the most exciting time when you're a gamer. But all right, guys, catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.